Hello and welcome to another episode of Oro Jackson's Captain's Log. And
Hello.
with me, I have Luke as always.
Yes, yes.
And he always teases me about the professional start, and I'm not going to ever change. So, I hope you
Yo,
guys are doing great today. And how are you, Luke?
I'm good, I'm good.
That's
Oh,
no.
you had this long silence and I was like, should I say hello now or no? Okay, I just say hello and then you started to talk again at the same moment. I was like, why?
You would have interrupted me again, and we would have a nice blooper. I don't think the first blooper was heard by others, right? But I don't know. Maybe we made it public as well.
Yeah, we'll see, we'll
Anyways,
see.
I'm again recording from a different PC today. I'm recording from my sister's computer. My computer is going through some repairs. Rather, I am repairing it myself and I'm waiting for a part. So, if you hear my voice differently, if you hear more noise and such, I apologize in advance. I'll have my PC sorted out by next week and everything should be back to normal, hopefully. Unless I'm screwed and I need to keep changing the parts inside one after the other.
Oh, I thought you had a backup plan for that.
I had a backup plan. I thought that if things keep continuing this way. Wait. I'm going to speak about that in what we were up to
Yeah,
this
or
week.
you're already doing it. It can also be natural, maybe. Maybe you can do something natural sometime.
No, but we should not confuse our listeners, Luke. Then they
Eh,
wonder, oh,
just-
what's going on?
Oh, just do it natural. Why? You were doing so well, and now.
Okay. Anyways, I had a plan to maybe go in for a laptop if my computer was keeping on screwing me over. But now my computer actually first had a problem that it would shut down every 10 to 15 minutes, and I tried to find out the problem. I am pretty good with computers and hardwares myself because of self-learning and self-interest. And slowly I started figuring out what was the problem. I checked the fans, I cleaned it, I had my PC cleaned, I changed the terminal and repositioned the cooler on the CPU. I did everything. It was fine for 3 months. And again it started malfunctioning, like it started shutting down every 10 minutes. Then I removed two of the fans. I had 5 fans inside my cabinet. I removed two, and after removing those two, it ran well. So that's when I deduced that it was the problem of the power supply unit, the SMPS or PSU or whatever you call it. And after furthermore testing, I was confirmed, and today what I did was I removed my power supply unit before placing an order for the new one, because I was confident that it would be available. But somehow, when I called the store, and they are the only dealers of the one I wanted, like I want the Cooler Master V750, and they are the only Cooler Master dealers in my city, like the official ones. And I called them, and they're like, I'm sorry, we have the 650, but we don't have the 750. If you place an order, we'll give it to you tomorrow. And I'm like, what the hell? Last time I came to your store, it was right there. What happened to it? And they're like, no, we only take it on order. And I'm like, okay, then place an order. I want it urgently. And they were like, no, we can only give it to you tomorrow. And I was like, okay, then place an order. I want it by tomorrow. And I had already removed the old one and dismantled parts of my PC, and I was too lazy to fix it back because it was already spoiled. And I was like, just let it be. I can survive without my PC for the day, because I have everything set up on my PC. Like I have my Photoshop, I have OJ things, the softwares and stuff. So without that, I cannot really be effective or such. But I have my sister's PC to use as a backup, and I have my phone as always. So I thought of going in for a laptop if my PC keeps continuing with problems. If it's not the SMPS, if it's something else. But
Don't forget to breathe.
I have changed my mind, and I don't think I'll be going in for a laptop, because even though it's nice and it's comfy and you can take it anywhere and give it back to the company if there's problems, I still think that PC has a lot more freedom and a lot more power.
That's
So
good.
I'm not going to go in for a laptop.
I see. That's yeah, interesting.
And what about you?
What about me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
written
have.
down random stuff, so go ahead with your random stuff.
Well, since last time, as we told, then I went to a LAN party, and that was pretty fun. Like we used to do a long one in the summer, and then, but I'm like the youngest there, and then there's another person who's like half year older, but then most people are at least 3 or 4 years older, and or even older than that. So they already have jobs and stuff, and it's really hard to sync all the vacations together of everyone. So Easter weekend and Friday was is banking stuff, so that was good for one person as well. So it was really a good weekend to just take a long weekend as a LAN party. And yeah, that's a lot of fun. It's nowadays it's even better. We talked about it as well, like to do the short one, because we don't play the games we all play daily. Yeah, we don't even, most of them don't even play daily games anymore, but we just shuffle around a lot. Everyone has their own interests and stuff. And like this, you can, games that you get bored of after a few hours, after 1 hour, that's what happens a lot. And you do it the next day, but after a few days, it even gets bored quicker, or you don't like to do it at all. But if it's a short run, then the next time it's all fresh again, or at least a bit fresh, and there are new games released and stuff, because we also buy really cheap games that we can just play for a bit, since it's just like, as I said, for 1 hour you play a game, and yeah. And then, yeah, we did stuff like that. We played one game I had for a while, and it seemed like more people had it, and we spent a lot of hours in, and then it was lots of fun. It's like, it's Hammer Watch. If you have some friends, check it out. I think it can be local co-op as well, so. And for the rest of the week, I was pretty busy at a test week, so that's it for that.
Well, LAN was fun because when he was at LAN, we played Team Fortress together along with a couple of other OJ members, and he got a few of his friends from the LAN to play. And
yeah,
it
well,
was
it was
fun.
almost everyone from the LAN, because it's not that big of a group anymore. We used to be with more, but now it's just a few of us
I
left.
remember the Luke used to go for LAN parties almost every 2 months, sometimes even every month, and there's to be LANs for like week-longs.
Yeah, we
And
even had LAN parties for like over like
see,
3 weeks in a row,
yeah,
just
Thai
non-stop LAN
Slam.
partying for me. Yeah.
There's to be a LAN where these guys used to go to one place, one person's house, and I used to always be invited but never able to reach there. Though I used to always RSVP, and yeah, I used to always be a part of it in the sense that play games, be on calls and stuff.
Yeah.
But when I'm there, we should plan a LAN, definitely.
You should first get here, and we can learn all day, because you can just be next to me.
Oh, okay. And yeah, basically, even with Team Fortress, like that day was fun because I think I was playing with Eric after a really long time, and
Yeah.
I also found it fun because I was having fun with the soldier, and I've improved quite a bit. I've been practicing and watching videos of people playing soldier, so I get a lot of
Ah,
ideas.
that's a. I see.
Yeah, I've been watching pro plays like from Team Fortress TV. They have this I-55 gaming channel. I was watching matches between Froyotech and Nerd Rage.
Doesn't ring a bell at all. I'm not into the
Nerd Rage is
names.
a pro EU team. You should know about them.
I don't watch pro games. It's boring as hell for me.
Well, I watch them mainly to see how they play and to get ideas. Like I already know on a few maps what to do better and what to not do, and I know how to kill medics easily now as a soldier. So next time when Hebelia is on the other team, opposite to me, she needs to watch her back, because medics are going to be killed by me first.
That's good. I'm a good team, because you know my biggest enemy is a medic.
Yeah.
It's so I got a tactic against everything, but a medic, why do they exist? They're the pain of my scout.
Now, people, you know his weakness. If you're playing Team Fortress 2 ever against Luke, just go medic. A whole team of medics against Luke will be his worst nightmare.
Yeah. Then I'll just choose another class.
Another class, yeah. And how did your exams go overall?
I don't know. Let's not talk about it. We see no grades yet, so let's just ignore it.
Just be positive about it. And
Yeah, let's.
It's many people are going through exam times now, so they can relate. Even a couple of OJ members have taken a hiatus, saying that they need to concentrate more for studies, and they've gone full serious mode. So I'm sure a
I
lot
see.
of members can relate to you and your exams currently.
I see.
My exams are totally at a time where no one else has exams, so I feel lonely going through the exam period. But you are in a lucky time zone to have exams at that time.
I have them like every 10 weeks, so it's not really exams. It's just that. Yeah, I don't know. Exams are. If we say exams here, it's like the ending of a school, and for us, it's just they. I need to get them to finish my education and all, but yeah. It's end of a 10-week block. Like we have 4 weeks, 4 blocks a year, and it's the end of that. Then we need to do mostly 4 tests, and that's it.
That's it. And if you guys didn't know, just before we started recording, we made a new announcement. So if you haven't read the announcement yet, go to the announcement thread. We have the 8th generation of Team Oro Jackson.
He's so impatient. I already smoothed this up. I smoothed it up in the questions.
I know, I'm just telling, go and read it. I'm not talking about
First,
it, I'm just telling, go and read it.
Podcast and then just look at it.
Yeah. Or while listening to it, you can always open a new tab. Can you not?
Yeah, you can, I guess.
So let's go to the chapter discussion and One Piece 821. It is the start of the Versus Yonko saga, the first chapter of the Versus Yonko saga, and lots of things happened. I am really hyped about Sunisha after the chapter, but let's go at it from a slow pace. Let's talk about the freaking awesome cover page first.
Wait, the first jump cover, right?
Yeah, the jump cover and the cover, both.
Okay, let's begin with the jump cover.
The jump cover, yeah.
Well, it's Luffy, that's all it is. But then we get a different look on the Yonko, because that's the name of the Ari, right? War against the 4 Yonkos.
Versus 4 Emperors.
Yeah.
And we get a really sinister look again, like all the Yonkos have a sinister look, especially Blackbeard.
Yeah, I wanted to go. Blackbird has like this maniac look, it looks epic, like this small, like, look great. And that, okay. Yeah, that impression. We see it in the end as well, this kind of impression. That's a funny thing, because
yeah, when I
it fits his character. It fits this character. It fits. Remember that. Always remember what I'm saying. If I point something out, remember it, because it can be back later in what I'm going to talk about. Anyway, Shanks always cool. He's badass. Love him.
Always.
I hope we get to see him do something like like.
We'll get to that. I have so much to speak about. Like, there's been really huge predictions about it too, but Shanks being a badass. Kaizo's panel is the same as when he appeared in front of Kid Hawkins and Apple.
Yeah.
I guess Oda doesn't really want to give much of a new look to him.
Well, we saw his full look. This is more like when someone was talking about it. I think Jinbei was talking about it. We kind of got this look of him.
Yeah, and the big one.
Yeah, with the big nose.
Exactly. That's the first time we're seeing her face. Like, I think we saw it before as well.
Yeah, we saw it, but I also felt like there is something new to it, right?
we
Like,
didn't see her eyes so well. We didn't see her facial expression
yeah.
and feature so well. So, and the whole sinister kind of look with the red and yellow color. Oda went all out making this cover.
Yeah, it looks cool. So, shall we go on?
Yep. Moving on
Because,
to there's a few announcements for the voice actors of One Piece Gold too, but you can go to the Gold news page for that, news thread
yeah.
for that. And we get when I saw the cover, the first thing was like, holy shit!
Yeah,
It
it's
was
so
so
awesome. I
cool.
told you, this is my favorite double spread color thing. Yeah, the color cover ever. I love this. It looks amazing. And it seems like I'm not the only one. It's just so nice.
Yeah, everyone loved it, and the main thing is the kind of art it has, and the feel. That it's like the texture which it has, and the overall feel
Yeah.
is so awesome. The way even the characters are drawn, and something that everyone noticed was that there's uh, Carrot and Pedero in the cover as well, along with Momonosuke. So people are predicting that I think these three will are going with Luffy to get Sanji back.
Uh huh.
That's one of the predictions. And then Brook looked so cool as well.
Yeah, Brook is really an underestimated character in my opinion. He's great. But seriously, I liked Gear 4 and stuff, but here it's like even so amazing for some
Yeah,
reason.
it looks
It was fine in the manga. I wasn't hyped as much as everyone, but here it fits perfectly in this. It's like
in this art
it gives a
style.
new feel to it, and also this maybe it gives a connection or something like in my mind. Like I go like Gear 4 more from now on because of this, because it's like maybe it was inspired by this kind of stuff. Because I don't know, I a lot of this kind of art also has this kind of big guy. This in the Asian
Yeah,
style.
it's kind of like in Indian, like the facial expression of Luffy in that cover page. It's similar to what we call Rakshasa or demon, and the stance as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
and
you,
then the black stuff as well, right? There's like
yeah,
mostly the black colored, right? Or not,
yeah, the
as
black
far as I
color,
know.
the way the hair is, and how the fire roams around his body. You have mystical things like that on Rakshasas as well. I'm not saying Luffy is a Rakshasa here, but he's what Oda is trying to portray is something like a demon. He's a sort of a demon in Gear 4,
Yeah,
unstoppable, and practically just wrecking anyone in front of him. And I also get ideas, like people already said this, that Gear 4, we saw Bounce Man. There can be other forms of Gear 4, and I would seriously, like his initial Gear 4 had smoke around him. I would love to see fire like this
yeah, and
actually
we know
around
we
him.
can do fire, because that's the tease. There are a few great things in the Fishman arc. Overall, it was shit, the stuff, in my opinion, but there were a few nice teases there, and the Red Hawk was surely one of them. And we never saw it again. He never used it in his whole arc, and it's like, what?
No, he did use a Red Hawk to. Uh, the first hit on Doflamingo was with Red Hawk,
Oh yeah, that's right. But
but it's not as like with Gear
still no
4.
explanation.
Yeah, there was no fire with Gear 4, and it would be really cool to see Luffy with Gear 4 with fire around like this. That's like he would be punching fire here and there. It would be epic.
Yeah.
And we have Sanchi, Nami, Chopper, Brook, Carrot, Pedro, and then in the back panels, Inurashi, Mushi, Raizo, Kinemon, and I forgot his name again. Tanjiro. Tanjiro.
I knew it. You were going to forget it again. And that's why I was waiting.
Why do I forget his name? Oh my god. But we already saw in the latest volume cover color schemes for Inuarashi and Nekomamushi, but now we see it in the chapter as well, and even Nekomamushi has that traditional style going on. Inuarashi is just his royal classic self, and the
Yeah.
samurais have and the ninjas have that art style going on as well overall. I really love the cover page. Even the style One Piece is written in. It's just really nice.
Yeah, it's lovely. Okay.
And then we move on to discussing the actual chapter. We can probably summarize the first 2 pages. Uh, Jack is attacking, and Zunisha was shaking a lot. And then we get the first proper look at the voice of all things, or how the fans have come to shorten it, VOAT. And it is surprising that Momonosuke has the ability to hear the voice of all things as well.
Yeah. Are we going to talk about it immediately, or are we going to get to it later? Because I have questions.
We can talk about it, because basically it involves the
Yeah,
whole
we just
thing.
get to the point to Tsunucha, and they can control Tsunucha, and they're going to
Yeah.
talk to Tsunucha. Like, Luffy cannot talk, he can only hear. But Momonosuke can talk. And now,
Exactly.
once again, we get back to Fishman Arc. Because that's what I want to talk about. In Fishman Arc, they said Roger and Luffy could hear the voices of the stuff there, right? Of the...
Yeah, we're Sea Kings.
Yeah, the Sea Kings. But there was one special thing, and that's...
Shiraoshi.
Yeah, she could speak and control them. But she's Poseidon, and she can speak to the animals. How
Sea
does
Kings,
Momonosuke
yeah.
fits in that?
I'll tell you, like, there's again the speculation in general, and what I felt as well. Like this part that Luffy could hear but not really speak back. It was a hint. Either he needs to A, improve his VOAT abilities, or B, he cannot speak back and he can only hear. That's why he can hear the voice of all things. But there's this speculation going on that Shiraoshi was a weapon and she could control the Sea Kings with her voice and
Yeah.
ability. Momonosuke can control more animals like Zunisha. Like, Zunisha isn't really a
So-
Sea King.
We have Poseidon, we have Uranus, and we have what's the other one?
The ship.
Yeah.
What was it again? Uranus, Poseidon, and it was another.
Yeah, but the other is a ship.
Yeah, the
So-
other is a ship.
Yeah, that's
It's not
so
a
it would be
person.
weird to me if like one is a ship, one is a human, and then or at least a living being, and then there's another living being. That's like
But you know what? With this, it is also pointed out when Nekomamushi and Idorashi see that Luffy can also hear it. They say that when Lord Oden and Roger came to Zao, they could hear something but not communicate with it.
yeah.
So it isn't really necessary that Momonosuke is Uranus or a weapon. It can just be that he has gained this ability due to his father or due to some reasons in his own life. Cause I don't think the weapon thingy works. Well, I'm wrong there if I say it doesn't work with bloodline, because Shiraoshi is the princess and there was another princess who had the same power and she was back then the Poseidon. So it could be bloodline as well, who knows? And maybe Momonosuke is one of the secret weapons, but well,
Yeah.
it's then why does Luffy has the same ability? Is Shiraoshi and Momonosuke together supposed to help Luffy master this thing so that he can control everything as well? Is that the plot point then?
Maybe. And by the way, the other one is Pluton. Just
Pluton, yeah.
randomly. Yeah, I want. And well, one more thing. Last time, there was like, because that's I think it's related to this whole whole plot scene. He remembered Roger, the Momonosuke remembered Roger, right?
Yeah,
He thought he met him once or something. Somehow he also had the feeling he met him, and that or it is that Zenuja smoothed it through to him, like they are fully connected, or it is something else related to his power. But are we going to get to the whole? Are we going to open the whole Zenuja thing at once?
Yeah, let's. It's connected, so we can talk about that
Okay.
because
Because there's also what I want to say. I gave you a hint. What I want to talk about. What
yeah,
hypes me the most is like Zenuja did a crime, right? That's
yeah,
what they say. What? That's like holy shit, and it's probably for ages ago because it's like for
yeah,
centuries she's already walking.
yeah.
And what could the elephant do to as crime? That first is a big thing for me. That's like what a crime. What did they do? And then second, who punished? Who who did the punishment there? Who is like it's like this big giant elephant and it listens to something, so it's magical or godlike or something. That
Something that the elephant itself fears.
yeah, or something like that. It's like it's really big, and that's like whoa, and it either can be, or it's like the same thing as Mamasuke is now, because he's like, if you're there, command me. You're the only one that can allow me to. That's one thing.
Yeah,
Or it's like, it's that maybe they are related and she did something wrong in the past. Like probably she's from the Void Century back. She was already walking around there, maybe.
yeah. She's 1,000 years old. Zunisha is
Yeah,
1,000 years old, so she has been a part of the Void Century.
yeah. So maybe she did something wrong there, and like the world government, we in the theory, and almost every theory, they're the bad guys, right? So they're the opposite side of the side we're on, and they are the hiding part. Maybe they punished her somehow. It is a crime in
But
their eyes.
why would they punish her? They would rather kill, right? If they wanted her gone, if she
Maybe
did
they
something
couldn't.
wrong.
Maybe that would be. Yeah, it's like they act like they are gods. That's kind of the thing, and they are there for justice, and we don't know the crime, but maybe that's the thing. And they were like, well, it is a nice creature, but it did something wrong, but they didn't realize fully what it was or something like that. But so you go for the part where it's like the same thing as Momosuke is, but then
Yeah. Zunisha talks with Momosuke. What happens is Jack and the crew are attacking, and they're aiming for the soft spot on the elephant, which is actually quite nice because usually when people hunt elephants, or even when animals hunt elephants as a pack, they attack one spot in the leg and make it weak to bring the elephant down, and then get its throat. Even lions, even tigers, even wolves, when they hunt, if they hunt an elephant, which is very rare, they do this. So Oda showed
yeah,
some
that's only this impression.
yeah, Oda did show some realism with Jack's idea, but Jack is a complete and utter idiot. I mean, something, and the whole fan base was underestimating Zunisha. The first time I joked about it, but I told that Zunisha is going to smack Jack silly, and because it's the New World. For how long has the New World been hyped as the freaking strongest ocean and the
Yeah,
freaking toughest ocean? And
exactly. This is one of the things that I love. This is like not some pirate crew, just a living thing, just a random thing around there that's owning shit,
exactly,
and that's what I want. Cause that's what they.
something that's living for 800 years, possibly for the last 800 years, walking in the waters of the New World. How the hell can that thing not be so strong as to just one shot Jack? Like, you have you have to severely underestimate Zunisha if you think that it was powerless or didn't have any power, because it has survived 800 plus years in one of the toughest seas that is known to mankind in the One Piece universe. So just by that, you know that this beast is freaking powerful. And up until now, we have good reason to believe that Zunisha didn't attack anyone who was attacking her. She just survived taking attacks and tanking attacks, right? So that
Yeah.
means that this elephant does not only have great strength, but it has great endurance and great stamina. And God knows what the crime is. There are many speculations. There are speculations that Zunisha is a protector of the Void Century kingdom, and she failed her task at protecting the kingdom and was set on a punishment by herself. Zunisha, there's another theory that Zunisha was a part of betraying the Void Century with the black sheep of like the black bear of that time. There's someone who defected from the Void Century kingdom, that strong kingdom, and helped world government. There are many theories on what Zunisha's crime could be, but we'll get to it for now. However, I think that the punishment is given by the Void Century people, or by Zunisha herself, or by another animal as same as Zunisha. Maybe Zunisha had a partner or something like that. But I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the Void Century itself. It
Yeah.
has been done during that time, and since then Zunisha has been walking and developed a kingdom up of her, on top of her.
Okay. Now.
And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, go on, go on, go on. Good.
and even the fact that as we go ahead, even Neko, Mamushi, and Inurashi are surprised that Zunisha has freedom of her own, which they had not seen until now, and they have been
Yeah.
living there. So that means that Zunisha was really suppressed all this while and had nobody to order as such. So it's quite a huge development.
Yeah. And there's one thing. It's like in the past, Momosuke in Punk Hazard had this vision thingy of Zon Flamingo, this fear gone over him, right? And we
Yeah.
thought it had what has to do with this artificial devil fruit, right?
Yeah, people thought it
But-
was due to the artificial devil fruit.
But is it now, or is this related to the devil fruit, or how? Is the question is that moment connected to this moment? Does it? I
Maybe
don't know.
that was the voice of all things too.
Yeah, it was okay. That's I was.
It could be possible.
Yeah, okay. You think it's maybe that as well? Like
Yeah,
we thought it was something else, but maybe no, it can be something different, right?
it's hinting, like, as we move ahead in the chapter we spoke just now, and we spoke up a little properly until when Zunisha asked someone to command her, and as we go ahead with the pages, Zunisha uses her eyes to transmit data back to Momonosuke. And
Yeah.
this is again using the voice of Olive, voice to hear everything, or well, VOAT, voice of all things.
All things, yeah.
And we didn't know this part, that you could get visions also thanks to this ability. So what this brings up more speculations, especially this image part where Momonosuke saw Jack's fleet through Zunisha's eyes, including where the fleet was, and everyone was surprised, like, how does he know this? And it was
Yeah.
due to the visions from Zunisha. And remember the Roger part last week? He said, I have met a guy like Roger.
Yeah, that's what I
What?
meant before. Like this needs to
Yeah.
have something else to that, but yeah, there.
And the vision of the flamingo. I
Yeah,
think
because
that it was
that
a hint.
exactly is like you're looking at the page where she needs to open her eyes, right?
Yeah,
And when she opens her eyes, you see Momosuke like that, and then the vision things like that, and that's it reminded me of the Don Flamingo thing.
exactly. He was very stressed, and the same back then as well,
Yeah.
when he saw the vision. So maybe that was the first hint by Oda that this boy is special, and maybe he's not lying about seeing Roger, because he may have seen visions of Roger through people, through his father.
Yeah, of course he's not lying, because that's
People predicted that maybe he's mistaking Ace as Roger, but what if he has seen visions of Roger's
Yeah,
thanks to
I
his
think
abilities?
that's it, because you said
Yeah.
good thing, and I
Because we know that Doflamingo wasn't near Momonosuke when Momonosuke had the vision of Doflamingo. He was in Dressrosa and Momonosuke was in Pankazar. So they don't need to be in the same place, same realm. They don't need to be. I'm sure they don't need to be alive or dead. Momosuke can connect to another person and just see visions.
Yeah, and he
May,
didn't see Roger. He only said, "I have the ID that I met
yeah,
him."
yeah.
So maybe
So
he's
it's like, yeah, maybe this voice of all things also has kind of like when people are saying stories or visions, and maybe he shares the same vision, and maybe there's a lot to expand. But for now, we have reasons to believe that he has actually seen or known Roger somehow, thanks to his ability, just due to the hints that we have
yeah.
currently.
It's also interesting. It's like I want to know more about him, and that's
Yeah.
probably one of the things that could be
And people
far
continue
away.
hating on Momo. I saw lots of reactions saying they still hate Momo, but people, come on. Sure, he has that side where he gets to your favorite Nami or Robin and gets the pervy sides, but let's leave that behind and not hate on him just because of that. He's getting a lot of character development now, and it was fun when it was just to the comedic part, but now it's getting really serious, and it has a connection to Roger and Oden. So this is playing out really well, and who knows what the future holds. So let's stop the unnecessary hate on the
Yeah,
character.
I think it is especially done because of that. It's like what you say, character progression. Like probably since Luffy said like, "Grow up, be a man." Since that moment, he's probably not going to do it again. Maybe once again for the sake of it, but probably mostly not because now he's going at has to act like a grown up, like a real thing. That's it. I guess, yeah. Do it make sense?
Yeah, you make sense.
Okay.
And then as we progress, Zunisha warns that if she falls, there'll be a lot of pain. That the civilization on her back will vanish,
Yeah.
and we learn that it was sentenced to walk for eternity, to only act at the behest of an order till the end of time. So, and she asks, "You must give me permission, just this once."
Yeah.
Like she's desperate. She knows that she will fall due to the pressure, and she knows that if she falls, it's the end. She practically begs for an order. She got it because Luffy said that his Momonosuke's voice would reach him. His voice was not reaching him. Like he was
Yeah.
just like he was unable to communicate. He knew that he was unable to communicate.
Yeah, and he motivated Momosuke kinda again.
Yeah, he was like, "You can do it. I think your voice will reach it. If Zhao is taken down, they'll end up in the ocean floor. So just go." And then Momosuke is doubting himself. He doesn't know how to speak, and he thinks that if he speaks loud enough, he can't speak loud enough. And then Luffy's like, just it doesn't matter. Just scream your lungs out, or
Yeah.
Zunisha is going to die."
Everyone is going to die, Elden. You have to try it at least.
Yeah, and then he does. He screams. He says, "Do not give up, Zhao. You must not fall. Drive out Jack. Push him back." And after that, Zunisha just, it's like a complete different aspect of Zunisha that comes out. I apologize for any screaming noise in the background. So there's like this, you see that epic panel, like even Momonosuke and Luffy are just shocked. They're just like eyes wide open and that sparky type of effect. And even all of
Yeah.
Jack's men were like, "What the hell just happened? This elephant that was falling." Is that panel, that one single panel where he's just standing straight, she's just standing straight, looking at the five ships. It was so epic, and the scale can be seen there. Just how huge Zunisha is compared to those five fleets, five ships.
Is that just before she's going to smack, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
like,
and even after that, it's like you can clearly see how how I'm screaming. Yeah, that's how the
yeah.
Jack's crew fell as well.
We can consider the screaming as cheering. I mean, there are there are kids playing just right outside my window, and usually I don't have this
Yeah, I
problem.
know,
But
but one was like really screaming like something bad happened,
okay,
that's why.
let's get back to One Piece. And then we see Jack realizes that he's screwed. He realizes that it's his eyes are like just desperation,
Yeah.
and Zunisha swings her trunk just once, and then that double page. The ships are blown into smithereens. Like you practically see them breaking into small pieces. The ships,
Indeed, indeed.
and everything's broken.
Everything is broken, yeah, and flying around and then sinking to the bottom of
And
the sea.
even Jack's um, mark, like that, even the mask which he was wearing, that's gone,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
his
I
weapon
know.
breaks.
Yeah, that made me think maybe he's going to return. Those things are like I first thought he's just like this. I know he's a big guy, but he's kind of a minor character. I know a lot of people won't like to wear this, but it really felt like it for me. And
Yeah,
um,
and it was
no,
also like he's not going to die after all this hype. It's not going to be like we'll never see him again. He's going to return,
yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
and people thought his horn was broken, but it's a part of his weapon, I guess.
no, I know. I think it's his horn.
Is it?
It
It
really
is horn,
looks like it, and it
and
would if he returns would make it cooler, right? It's like
yeah, I'm sure he will return. I'm sure he's not going to be dead off screen now, and there's some speculations behind it that artificial devil fruit users can swim because it's not the real devil fruit. The real devil isn't taking them down and giving them the curse. So
ah
artificial devil fruit users may be able to swim. That's one speculation. And then you see his teeth. It's like sharpie, not the regular kind of teeth. And people speculate he's not human. He's
yeah. I
maybe
also saw the theater. Now, why are they showing this?
yeah. So there's a lot of things even in that one small panel where Jack is smashed, and the biggest thing is Zunisha one shot took out the whole fleet, not just Jack, the whole fleet.
Yeah, it's big, and I wonder if they're going to use it in the future or not.
It would be epic to see like maybe when they go up against Kaido, and then everyone's like Jack, Jack got owned, so maybe Zunisha can do it, and then Kaido is like just flicks off Zunisha, you
Yeah, I
know.
was thinking as well. Maybe now Kaido just wants to beat
Kaido.
up Shinichi, but I don't know how much Jack is important.
I meant Kaido. If it hypes him up, then like
Yeah, yeah, I
just
meant Kaido
one
as well.
flick, one flick, and then Zunisha's gone. Something like that, like just to hype him up, maybe.
Well, not like that, but more like he doesn't need the cannons or anything. He's just like he would do it himself, just with his bare hands.
Yeah, exactly. And then as we move down the pages, everything is calm, and I like the Frankie panel. His hair is the same as the whale. Did you
Yeah, yeah,
notice that?
and he had that before, but now they show it like it's in the same panel, the wheel and the wheel. the,
Yeah, that was really nice. And then the monkey mink informs them that first they stop hearing the voice, and then they say that Zunisha used his trunk to sink whole of Jack's fleet.
hmm?
Zunisha used her trunk to sink whole of Jack's fleet. That's the report they get. And
Yeah.
then Inu speaks that he never considered Zunisha possessing his own will, much less responding to the commands. But and then there's speculation they're talking if Lord Oden knew of Momonosuke's power or something like that. Like
Yeah.
just
Maybe.
speculating.
Maybe.
And then one important thing comes up from Nekomamushi. They're all worried. Reaching Zao is impossible because it keeps moving. But Jack was able to reach it the second time again. And Nekomamushi says it is important that they figure out how Jack navigated, otherwise the place is no longer safe. If then anybody can reach it.
Yeah, but isn't it that like um, they also had a fever card, so they also were able to get it. So maybe Jack has
Yeah,
an inside person or something, or just a fever card laying there. I don't know how that works, if that's possible.
maybe waiver card is possible, but like he navigated twice there, so there's something that they need to fix, or else there's just the whole army of Kaido could be there.
Maybe
And
Neko is bad guy and he's just an inside man.
no, look.
The
Okay,
pain.
let's move on. And then
Yeah,
it's decided.
about the sighting, you said like, you before I read the chapter, you said like, oh, the Momosuke being a crew member is all now.
No, I didn't say that. I said it just gets me more fuel and you'll annoy me more, and it's going to be shitty. That's what I was saying.
Ah, I thought,
And
yeah. I
yeah,
think more people think are happy about it now, about my joke, than before. Before it was to annoy people.
yeah. No, I'm still not happy about it. Don't even bring it up now. He's too young to be in the crew. Also, he's like Shank. Luffy's going to say the same thing that Shank said to him before. He's too young to set sail.
And he's placing the head on his head.
No, no. Okay.
But that doesn't make sense that he's too young. That's nonsense. Because he also said he should act like a lord.
Well, well, but he's too young to be a pirate. And then we reach, like, it's decided that Luffy is going to be off to go save Sanji, and he asks for a bunch of food, and then we see the final panels of the chapter.
Yeah. And
We
about
see, yeah, about that. Go ahead.
that. Okay. First, there is the thing. I see it a lot online. Kid may be there. And
Yeah,
well,
his feet seem to be there.
even
First we
if
thought it
he's.
was rubble, but
Yeah.
there are hints to his feet.
And then we see the Dendemushi. About the Dendemushi, that's mostly what it is about. People say like, it's, it's
Apo.
Appo, yeah, and he
Scratch
betrayed
man
the
Appo.
rest and blah 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 like that. First of all, even if he did, it's not a betrayment, because they're an alliance. Prepare for betrayment all around, especially from law. Okay, and. Then there is, yeah, the point where I'm wondering, could it really be him? Because why? The battle was like going on during Dressrosa as well, right? So
Yeah.
he would be maximum in the crew for a week, like part of Kaido. Why would he be the one that's reporting from Jack to Kaido? Instantly. That doesn't make sense, right? Or is it me? It's that's really weird.
Maybe they were keeping tabs on where the Straw Hats were going, or maybe they were just in touch with Kaido,
They were
Jack.
in touch with Jack.
Yeah, maybe Jack updated them that he's going to save. Like, they got in
Look,
touch
wait,
with
no,
him
wait.
when.
That's not it. I understand that Kaido get updated about Jack. That's full good, but why is Appo doing it if he's just in the crew or in the alliance or whatever under Kaido for 1 week or something? Or maybe
There's a lot of
less.
speculations that he is one of the calamities now.
What? He's one of the?
Calamities. Like
The big-
Jack was one of the calamities of Kaido's crew, so maybe he's one of the calamities now.
In an instance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he's just that strong enough and nobody knows.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm pretty sure he's strong. I really believe he's really strong. Because we saw him against Kizaru and he did pretty well compared to some others, in my opinion.
And he speaks about Jack's connection being lost after sea, and he says Lord Kaido. So that confirms that there is some kind of relationship between Appo and Kaido. Either
If
an
it's
alliance-
Appo, but maybe it's just someone of that race. That
No,
just
no,
has-
it's Appo. It's Appo.
Okay.
The way they speak, the teeth, and these eyes.
But his eyes,
Divvens.
that's what I meant at the start. His eyes look kinda. He never did this expression. The eyebrows are the same, but the
No,
expression.
he
like,
always does that.
No, he never does. I checked all the anime episodes before we went to this podcast. He never looks like that in the anime. Like one
No,
eye is close and one eye
but the
bigger.
the the up, that's also his thing.
Is that in the background?
No, it's on the text, but it's like up. It appears our communications with Jack have
I
been
don't
cut off.
see
It
it.
seems it's a text bubble. What the
It's
hell?
that's Denten Mushi talk.
Yeah, then the Mushita. The first line. It is up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's his way of talking. So it is
I
him.
think it's just Denten Mushi talk, but but if it is him, there is one thing for me. Maybe he was like catching up with Jack, and maybe soon we'll get to see some people against Appo or something, and that would be also
Pretty cool.
interesting to me.
Yeah. And I wonder what has happened to Hawkins, because Hawkins is a smarter one. If Apo got into an alliance, I'm pretty sure even Hawkins accepted. Kid is someone who I would expect not to be under pressure and fall like just like Luffy, but and he
Yeah,
if
Kid
him
has a big temper, because
yeah.
as I said, I rechecked the anime parts, and it also happened when they started the
Meta.
alliance. Like,
Yeah.
up, like you already could guess it. Like then they started to fight each other, Kid and Apu, and Hawkins walked out, and Killer was like, um, no, we just got
Let's
an
work
alliance. He
out.
fixed it up.
Yeah.
He's like, he looks like the just the thing guy, but it looks like he's more the smarter guy, like more the guy like Rayleigh was to Roger or something.
Yeah, he's more of the brains and
Yeah,
not just the bronze. And if Kid has got caught up with everything, and if he's actually there, like half dead, then it could also mean that Kid, even I think from my perspective of his character, he's very headstrong, and he wouldn't get into an alliance with Luffy, especially with Luffy's attitude towards an alliance, more of
yeah,
friendship. So
yeah.
I don't see Kid getting into an alliance at all. But in case they happen to go
He's the
up
new crew
against,
member.
Ka- no, you're not doing this to me now.
Okay, okay,
And
that's the one. Yeah,
that that
then
feat, it actually looks like him. So
I'm really sure they're not dead, cause they like. For me, they're one of the biggest hyped characters, Basil and Kid. They're
I'm
like,
surprised. I think if Appa had got into an alliance, even Basil would have. He was the smarter one. He would have taken the smarter option, most probably. And I feel that these two may only Kid must have rebelled and got owned then.
maybe, yeah.
Or who knows? Kaido was like, "You three fight each other. Whoever is the strongest joins me." And then
Yeah,
it was Appa.
and one back to what I was saying before, he was not in the crew for that long, but there is maybe the chance that Apu was already,
Part of
uh,
Kaido's alliance.
yeah, and it's just like he kinda manipulated it. Could be like that.
Yeah, could be possible. And Kaido already has X-Drake under him. So that's
Yeah,
something to keep
so
in
he can
mind
only have
about.
one supernova under him.
No, I'm just
Oh,
saying that there is also X-Drake under him, so it's going to be interesting to see what these guys are planning. And
because in some way even Law was kinda under him before.
yeah, because he was with Doflamingo.
Yeah.
So that then wraps up the chapter with that explosive reveal that Appo is under Kaido or taking orders from Kaido somehow.
Yeah, maybe it's all more of a plan, we don't know, it's all mysterious. I hope there are plans. At least you can expect that like some of them are more smarter than just this guy. They are big and promising, and I don't know if they all end up under Yonko, all of them. It's like, how are you the new generation of great people if you're just
Falling
bending the
under the
knee?
Uncle, yeah.
If only La and Luffy don't end up bending the knee. I'm probably the Pony
Big
won't.
knee. Yeah.
Or maybe she
Ronnie,
was already all the time. That's what other people think. But
yeah, they think that she's allied with Big Mom for some reason.
yeah,
Anyways, that brings us to the end of the chapter discussion, I guess. And it was a pretty interesting chapter. It was a pretty explosive chapter, and I bet now the chapters are just going to be really, really, really huge scale because, of course, Yonko's saga, and with them heading towards the Whole Cake Island, the Luffy's group, it's just going to be so many things going on, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us now.
yeah. It's
And yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
the whole voice thing and all. It's all such.
Yeah, the voice thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder who is going to train Luffy to control that better. Is it going to be Momonosuke? Is it going to be Shirahoshi? Is it going to be someone else? Or is he going to learn more at Wano? Because that's Lord Odin's place.
Or can
Let's
he
see.
do it at all?
I'm sure he can. He has to. I'm sure it is one of the
Like,
secrets required
the-
to find Raftel.
That wait, we're not done yet, because I was we had a break in between, and I was thinking they're both royalties of a pretty big thing, right? Like children of big kings or rulers.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that have anything to do with it? Like
No, then I think every
not?
child of a group. No, no, no.
Hmm?
Then Vivi should have voice of all things as
Yeah,
well.
but Vivi is not in the new world. Like
I doubt it.
there was this part where the paradise people were the royalty were talking together and stuff, but like maybe the new world royalties. New world is a whole different thing. It's
But Luffy was not born in the New World.
what?
Luffy wasn't born in the New World.
Yeah, but
And
Luffy is a D,
Yeah, but still,
and he
I would,
cannot talk,
that would be lame if
and he cannot
every
talk.
powerful royalty's child would have this. That would be lame.
Yeah, but
Then
maybe it explain. There's not, of course, not simple like that. But maybe it has to do something with it. Why 2 times in a row it's the kid of a king?
I more think it's connection with Roger. Lord Odin was Roger's crewmate. I think it's more of a connection to that than it being royalty or something.
Okay.
That's what I feel. I mean, we'll get an explanation for sure. It has to be explained some other time. And with it being revealed, I think it's going to play a crucial role in the upcoming battles.
Yeah, I guess. I hope we get more to hear about it. I want reveals.
Reveals, yeah, we will get reveals hopefully. And there's going to be 3 non-stop chapters after which there's a Shonen Jump break itself. So it matches with Oda's 4+1 break schedule. So let's see, we may get 3 non-stop chapters this month. So
Maybe.
I guess we move on to the question and answer section.
Yeah, that's good.
So the first question is by Ebrox, and his question is, what do you think will be Kuzan's fate? What's your opinion on it? You go first.
Is fate like that's the question, of course.
Like
Like,
his future.
he's going to die in the end or not, or what? That's also,
Mm.
but that's too far ahead. I think prediction where he's going from now, and it's hard to guess, but I hope he's just revolutionary and he's joining or a vagabond, but he's not really going to be part of the Blackbird crew. That would totally ruin his character. Yeah, not totally. It's changing his character, but it's like that's not what we want, right? That's not what we have seen. What he is. He's like Blackbird is supposed to be this darkness, and he's more like one of the few good Marines we see. He's like, yeah. So that's my thing about it.
Yeah, I mean he was one of the huge symbols of justice, and now he joins one of the darkest. But him being a part of Blackbeard's crew is also, it raises a lot of questions. But we know the kind of man he is, and I'm sure he has something up his sleeve.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I'm sure there's something up his sleeve. It's not going to be just for the sake of joining. Maybe he's joining to find out more about the way they steal, devil fruits or something. Because he did. When he met Smoker, he said, won a Kainu to watch the Flamingo. So he's still on the good side, but he's with Blackbeard. There's
Yeah,
a lot to answer about him.
there's a lot, a lot. He's going to be a big player. We're going to see him more than once again.
I had a
That's for sure.
speculation that he would be revolutionary, but I'm pretty sure now that he's not. Maybe he's just a lone wolf. He's acting on his own justice, and he's so strong he can. I'm sure he can. He's like a lone wolf, just being the, what do you call it? Uh,
Vagabond.
Vagabond, and just somebody who puts justice themselves. So even though he's not with the Marines, he's just following his own justice.
Yeah.
And by fate, if you mean death or something, I don't think Kuzan is going to meet that fate. He'll be
Yeah,
alive.
maybe somewhere, but not not in the first few encounters, I guess.
And we have to still see the whole Blackbeard crew. So, and if
Yeah.
Kuzan is under Blackbeard, then Blackbeard would be really, really, really powerful. Just that is a testament of strength. And to get somebody like Kuzan under him, even though Kuzan has motives, and Jesus Burgess wasn't really for it, but Blackbeard being confident enough to take Kuzan under him, even
What?
with a bit of a, even with a bit of a like, Burgess was against it, right? He was like
Oh
maybe
yeah,
he has
yeah, yeah.
something
He
up.
said we couldn't trust him.
Yeah, so Blackbeard is confident, even though there's a chance that Kuzan may do something. Blackbeard is very confident to take him in his crew. That just shows a testament to Blackbeard's confidence in himself. That he's like, I can have an ex-Marine Admiral next to me, even if he backstabs me, I'll kill him. So he's that confident on his strength.
Yeah, that's true. For sure.
So I guess that answers the question of what we think is like. We really don't know what he's up to, so we can't speculate much.
Yeah. But we gave an answer. It doesn't have to be long.
Yeah.
So the next one is from Ruffles, and it's when is Nekomori's admin promotion party, and am I invited? Well, it's
Is he
going to be
invited?
there, but she got promoted, not to admin.
Yeah, she got promoted to. She got promoted to senior moderator today.
Yeah.
In fact, we had Recoilation, Cam, who is promoted to admin because Team OJ is growing. OJ is growing and Team OJ is growing, and me and Luke have been at the helm of Oro Jackson for a long time, and a third hand helping us out, a third mind giving us input and working towards the progress of OJ. Like the duties we do, the admins, is a lot different than what the mods do, and we also kind of keep OJ development up, new ideas, new things, new technology. Everything's in our hand. The big decisions of how OJ goes, and we have a third person helping us out, even with just thinking and support and such. It helps a lot, and it's not going to change much from what he does, but he will know how to do everything we do. And in the absence of one of us, he steps up, and he's basically one of the captains of OJ now. So
Yeah.
hooray for Cam. And Nekomori was promoted to senior moderator, and we have two new team members. It's Kuronaito and Kairos. They'll be handling the One Piece section, and their addition to the team would help us greatly because they are active members who participate a lot in threads, and they would be spending most of the time looking at these sections and merging duplicates, locking unwanted threads, dealing with spam and such. So their addition helps a lot, specifically for One Piece section, which is the most active section of our site. Let me tell you, more than 80% of the posts are made on the One Piece section.
And that's obvious, I guess, why it's active, so active.
Indeed, it is like we are One Piece community. So, and
Yeah.
you're invited to every party, Ruffles. It's like you just need to suit up and be there. That's it.
Yeah, and if she runs a party, maybe she can run a party for rest, but now then you have to ask her if she's invited to the party.
All right. Now moving on to the next question by Kuronaito. Since I don't remember if you guys commented in you as a One Piece character thread, how do you, if at all, imagine yourself as an OP character? Would you have a devil fruit, be a martial artist, a sniper, swordsman, perhaps all of the previously mentioned? I want to know. I think
I-
Luke, this question interests you a lot.
What?
I think it interests you a lot, right? This question.
Yeah, I'm
You're
not
the
sure if
person
I ever
who.
responded to that thread. Maybe I did. I think I did. It's an old thread, right?
Yeah, okay.
Then there is a chance I responded to it. Maybe it's probably totally different. But I guess it's not like it does. Is it like what exactly fits my personality? Like
Probably something that fits our personality or how we would be like
how we
in
would
this.
want to be? Then I don't know. If it's like yeah, then it's like I probably want Ace of Devil Fruit if it's what I want to be, or maybe something really epic like move stuff and fly. Hope kind of like Shiki, but then more epic combination of Shiki and Fujitora.
Oh,
but
holy shit.
but what fits me? Let's see. I don't think I am a martial artist or anything. I'm kinda pacifistic, but maybe I I would have haki kinda stuff or something. It's hard to say, but well, I I like to. I really wish to one time see a power with a main character with talking powers as Siri. Like the rest
Yeah.
can fight if it's needed and stuff, but like someone who really talks the way around and intimidates and manipulate like that would be cool to me, but well, that's the kind of power I would like, I guess.
Yeah,
That
it's
would
the
fit
same
me.
for me. I don't think I would have a devil fruit or martial art because I'm not like I did learn karate, but that was when I was a kid, and I'm not much into fighting. I'm also a pacifist. I prefer not to get involved
Div is
in.
Sengoku. He has Sengoku's devil foot.
With, oh, I'm fine with that. A big glowy giant. It's perfect,
Buddha.
you know. Buddha. Yeah, and probably like Sengoku is the best, and I would probably even be like Sengoku in terms of behavior. And like,
Basically, basically I'm Garp and he's Sengoku. That's
yeah,
basically
you
how
could
it
say
is.
he's Garp, I'm Sengoku, he's Ace, I'm Luffy, and now Recoilation is Sabo, so you get the ASL there. And any other like people for some reason call me Naruto and you Sasuke, Luke,
Yeah,
and
that's because they don't know who I am.
I am Hibito and he's Muta. So it's just like that. Those characters fit us. I am a lot like Cam put it very well. I am a lot like Luffy, who's leading. Luke is there as my like the biggest influence in my life. He's there to assist me and guide me, and just there to help me deal with everything. And now there's Cam, who is not that much of a big influence, but he's there whenever needed, and he's always up for helping, and he's also the protective kind of thing. Like if there's any issue, he steps up. So those kind of characters fit us. So he's Luke is Ace, who is not dead, by the way, and I am Luffy, Kamisawa, and then it comes to other conclusions that like just like Garp, he's like Garp, and I like Sengoku, and I can
Yeah,
totally
he is
imagine.
managing everything and I'm worrying about stuff and I'm laughing and eating cookies.
Yeah, that is exactly. I message Luke. Luke, our server is overloaded. It's getting DDoS, and Luke is like, okay, what do you want to do? And then he totally distracts me and tries to get me to game or something like that. So it's just that suits us, and I can totally imagine myself shouting at something and getting worked up and trying to fix things, and he's just sitting there drinking tea and eating cookies and rice crackers. That's totally how, if OJ ever had an office, that would be the daily routine. I would be screaming at everyone, and Luke would be just sitting laughing and drinking tea all the while.
Till it goes wrong.
And then when shit gets serious, he gets serious, just like Garp.
Then I throw cannonballs at everyone.
Fist of love.
The fist of love, yeah.
So I think that answers our question, and uh, pretty
That's
We had quite a wavy podcast today. Uh,
As always. There's
but
always something.
I hope that you guys listening enjoy it, and that from next week we probably sort out the issues and don't have any of these issues. Hopefully, and especially not screaming at least.
Yeah. There's always something.
Maybe that makes us special, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's our
Or not.
specialty.
Makes us normal.
So, hope you guys enjoyed listening. Share your thoughts about the chapter. Let us know what you think of our opinions. And that's it for me for this week. Have a great weekend.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.